Hi, this is Mindy Cannon, and welcome back to my gluten-free club. And this afternoon we are with Scarlett DeBease, who is an image consultant and a wardrobe stylist. There you go. And she works with women to help them look good for any occasion on any budget, which I absolutely love that budget part. And she helps women look younger, taller, and slimmer. What else could you want? So I'm hoping by the end of this session, I look younger, taller, and slimmer. We'll see if you can really work like miracles on anyone. You'll have to see this.
Okay.
So tell us about, well, first of all, she's been in many different publications. Recently, you were on the Nate Berkus show.
Mm-hmm.
Is that awesome or what? Maybe she'll tell us a little bit about that. But, so tell us what you have here today.
Okay, today what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a few tips, the things that I tell my clients.
Okay.
That I'll be telling you about today too. And these are actual before and after of existing clients. So this is not any fancy studio makeup, hair. These are real before and afters. And a couple of things that I work with my clients on is I show them what the right colors are, with the right style of clothing, the right fit. Bottom line is, it's not about how much you weigh. It's not about what size you are. It's about just knowing the right clothes to wear. So the first picture is a good example of a couple of different little tips that I teach my clients. One is, notice that she has a very round neckline in the first picture, and look at the difference in just the V-neck for her. So for her, the V-neck is better, because you see how her face looks less round now. Okay.
So what does it take, like the line down?
This is accentuating a round face.
Gotcha. Okay.
This is detracting from it.
Okay.
So it's balancing out. For somebody else, maybe it wouldn't work, but for her, it's perfect.
Yeah, really.
The other thing is that she is a little bit top heavy. So here she has on this sweater that she used to love to wear that has a lot of pattern here, which is basically saying, look at me, when that's really not the look that she was going for. So she asked me to help her come up with an outfit for a special occasion. So what we did was, black is a good color for her, that's not the problem, but I added a pop with this really cool fuchsia top. And also, if you notice the sleeves, this is a big thing. The sleeves are all the way down here, and over here I push them up. And by pushing up the sleeves, and this is a big, big thing with all my clients, they know when they see me they have to go like this all the time, is because it sort of gives the impression of a waistline now. It's a little bit of an optical illusion.
So the sleeve line kind of draws into where the waist
right.
is.
So now she really doesn't have a waistline, but now she does seem to have one. Even by adding a belt, you give the illusion of that waistline. It also gives a more polished look. And in terms of business, it gives the impression that you're working.
Right, rather roll up the sleeves.
Roll up the sleeves,
yep.
literally that.
That's great.
So here we have the example of neckline, of adding color, and of the sleeves. It's three different things going on all at the same time with her.
Okay.
So speaking of color, I just thought I'd do something with you.
Yay!
Mindy's all dressed up today.
I know, it's kind of scary. You never see me like this. I usually have jeans on and a shirt or an apron and that kind of thing, but I had to dress up today. You know.
So I thought, because you have such a great personality.
Thank you.
And because what you're wearing now is subdued.
Right.
So what I personally would do if I was going to be working with you is I would add a color to you.
Okay.
Okay, and this is a great color for you.
Oh, very nice.
And
these are coming home with me. She doesn't know that yet.
We have not practiced it, so bear with me. But by adding a color that really, really flatters you, it really makes your eyes pop. This color does. It really makes your hair color go.
Okay.
We added a little life to your outfit.
Oh, very nice. Come on, I was pushed up a little. Okay, so should your sleeves be pushed up to where your waist is?
It doesn't hurt.
So if you have really long arms like I do,
right.
you know, if they're down, it's obviously going to be below. Okay.
Right.
Okay, so they should be about to where your waist is. Okay.
So sorry, folks. I have it wrong.
That's Charlie. He's very excited about this. But he'll stop. Go ahead.
The next example is also an example of color, of accessories, and of fit.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but she looks like a totally different woman.
Totally different.
It doesn't even look like the same person.
In 5 minutes' time.
No.
Full disclosure, she did put on some lipstick.
Wow, there is it. She looks like a totally different person.
Right. Now here her sleeves are pushed up, but that doesn't matter because this color is so wrong for her. It's just totally washes her out.
Right.
And her jeans that she's wearing, she's wider at the hips, this particular woman, this particular client. So by wearing a pair of pants that go all the way down tight to the ankle, all she's managed to do is accentuate the width of her hips to make them wider.
Okay.
A little tip I give my clients is if you have a pair of pants and you want to make sure that they're not tight over here, fold up the hem of the pant to the knee area. And if the hem is wider than the knee area, then you're going to have the illusion of having a smaller hip and a smaller waist.
Okay.
If it's smaller at the ankle than it is at the knee, all you're going to do is accentuate your
So you almost need, like, what is it, a bootleg? Or
a flare or a trouser jean.
Okay,
like
okay, that makes sense.
So now what we did was I went to her closet. This was shopping. This was using what we have in the closet. By going in her closet, I found another turtleneck, but in a flattering color.
Yeah, that's a gorgeous color.
It really makes a difference on her. Then I found this scarf, and I made it into a V shape for her because it elongated her. Okay, it sort of made her look slimmer and taller.
Yeah.
And then the pair of pants, it's a huge difference.
It's that, yeah, I'm like shocked. Okay.
I know.
I'm like, that's her sister, come on.
People always say they think it's the weight loss, but it's really not. And the other thing is that I found a pair of black trousers in her closet so that they go straight from the hip, straight down. There's none of this tight stuff over here, And you can even see in the after picture, she's feeling a little more sassy.
Yeah, her posture is totally different. And
Totally
it's definitely
different.
how she feels. Yeah.
Right. And again, even with the scarf, where it's falling at the narrowest part of her body. So once again, we're accentuating the waist, We got the correct color, and we have the better fitting pants. And this was just in her closet. So
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
That's the great thing. And then, by the way, you look really good in that scarf.
Oh, thank you. I'm thinking that, this might have to travel with me,
But you can see what the pop of the bright color.
Tons. I know, and I know gray is, I know.
And I also work with someone's personality, and your personality, is colorful.
Right.
So that's why I want you to have a little color.
Very nice, thank you.
So then, the final one on this particular board, this client loved this top. Just loved it. She said, we went through her whole closet, and she said, I'm not getting rid of this, I love it. After she saw the picture,
she got rid of it.
She got rid of it. Because then she went, maybe not so much. So there was a couple of issues with it. First of all, the color was wrong for her. The pattern was a lot of pattern on her body.
Yeah.
It's not, people really shouldn't do things that make, women shouldn't really do things that make people go staring at their chest,
Okay. Okay.
Unless that's a whole different look.
They're looking for that.
They don't need me for that. And also, even though a V-neck is okay on her, it's too low. So when I work with a client, I actually measure their face and show them proportionally what's the right length for a neckline.
Really?
It's really very interesting.
So is neckline more related to the size of your face, or is it to
the length, to the width?
Oh, okay.
It's
more related to your
It's just this way and this way.
Interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
very cool. So again, with working what she has in her closet, just a few minutes apart, I found this brighter color top in her closet. It's a solid color. It's a blue color that happens to be gorgeous with her blue eyes. It really accentuates her eyes. Notice again the sleeves, push up. And also the way the jacket falls, it sort of flows away from the body, so you really don't know where she is. So she looks considerably thinner here.
Absolutely.
The other thing is that her pants, the fit is good, because you see, I don't know if you can tell, these get narrower, and these are wider, but if I was to, well, we did actually, but if I was to take her shopping, and we did end up going shopping, I found her pants that were longer. Because this is a mistake a lot of women make. They wear pants that are a little bit too short.
Okay.
And when you wear pants that are too short, you're shortening your body.
Okay.
And it tends to make the bottom part look a little wider.
Okay.
So the lesson really from all of this is it doesn't, matter the size that you are. It matters that you dress appropriately, that what really flatters you, what really works for you. And the trick is to know that.
Right.
And my other little giveaway that I would say is, I do shopping with my clients, but I advise women not to go with a friend shopping.
And why is that?
Because a friend will tell somebody what they like. It's not necessarily what that looks good on them.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's better to go with the information that you have on your own. Don't listen to the salespeople because they have their own agenda.
Right.
Don't go with a friend. And just go figuring out what your colors are, what the better fit is. Don't try to buy too much. Just try to get one thing. But listen to your own voice. When you look in the mirror, you should know right away if it's good. And if you have to think about it,
It's not.
forget about it.
Is there some kind of rule with colors? Like, I think back when I was like in high school or something, my mom did that Color Me Beautiful
Yep.
thing, and I was a spring, and I'm
Yep.
only supposed to wear seafoam and peach, I believe.
Right.
And, I guess that's okay, but that's not necessarily, colors I like.
Right.
So how do you know what colors are
Well,
right for you?
when I work with somebody, I do test colors on them.
Okay.
And just, FYI, a lot of us did that Color Me Beautiful stuff, and what looked good on us then is not
Oh, yeah,
always. Elizabeth
okay.
Taylor is a perfect example.
Oh, okay.
She was what was once called a winter.
Yeah,
And then as she got more silvery, I think it became summer, which
Oh,
is just
okay.
a muted version of winter.
Okay, so
by
as
the
your
way.
skin color
The
changes
skin
in
color
your
change-
hair. Okay.
And some women dye their hair.
I know. I can speak that. How do you know
personally
what
don't know of
hair?
any, but some women dye their hair.
We're all natural.
So
Thank
yeah,
you.
so that affects things too. So anyway, so it's a matter of what I do is what I would advise someone to do is take, let's say, black against their face and
Right.
light brown, and see which one works. And if
Oh,
it's
okay.
the black, then they are jewel tones, either deep jewel tones or muted. And
Oh,
if
nice.
it's the
Okay.
brown, then they would be more earth tones
Okay.
or spring colors,
Okay.
like you were saying before.
Okay. Right.
And the same thing, you can do black, brown, you can do white or off-white. And
that will tell you.
And pay attention. Not everybody looks great in black. It's not the color for
Okay.
everybody.
Okay. And then I have a question about sleeve length.
Mhm.
Do you ever recommend that women wear short sleeves or sleeveless? I mean, obviously, what does that do?
It depends upon the woman. I find a lot of my clients don't want to show their arms, even though I tell them they look perfectly fine.
Right.
If you go to the gym a lot and you've got some great arms, I would go
Right,
sleeveless.
Does that change your, I'm going to say elongation, but how we
No.
accentuate? Okay, so sleeveless is not going to necessarily
No.
make waistlines look any different or anything like
No,
that.
but
Okay.
if you happen to be where you're wider in the hips and you go sleeveless, then you need something up here to balance out. Whether
Okay.
it's a little thing like called an epaulet, like a little
Yeah.
decoration
Yeah.
on there, or a scarf, or
Okay.
something chunky in terms of a necklace.
So it takes it away. Right.
It's
okay.
all about, everything is about balancing. So it's either complementing or balancing,
Okay.
and that's what I show.
Excellent. Well, I'm excited. I have quite a few things that I think I'm going to work on, like pushing my sleeves up and, something that doesn't accentuate certain parts we want to hide.
You're in pretty good shape.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Well, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Scarlett has a blog.
I have a
newsletter?
blog, scarlettnewyork.com is
Right.
my website. You can get through my blog there. I have a Facebook page, Scarlett New York Image Consulting, and find me, like me. I give lots of shopping and style tips, and I enjoy interacting with my clients or women who are not my clients but just want some information or want to give me some ideas. But bottom line is, don't be afraid to ask questions, and don't be afraid to shop. And always know that you should be able to open up your closet and know what to wear. That's my personal goal.
That's great. And we'll provide the links within this issue so that you can just shoot right over to her and, make sure you get all of her great information. I read her stuff all the time, and it's really, really helpful. Once again, thank you very much. And remember, you deserve to be healthy.